We're going to the Battle of Moores Creek reenactment.
Yeah.
That's how big the landfill is. Reduce your waste. Help the environment. The water cycle.
I said recycle.
Oh.
Technically, this is not Moores Creek.
Here, you said it clamps onto like tables?
On tables, window sills, anything that you, it has a cramping space where you can cramp it on. Like most of the time, though, it was cramped onto window sills or tables. And that's like a perfume lamp, a liquid in there, and you ready to soak, something like a wick. You put the fluid in there, and you could add little things to it and make it smell better. In the old days, they called it smelling sauce, but actually it was ammonia and perfume mixed together.
My candle.
My candle. Oh my god.
A little bottle. Oh. You're doing great, sweetie.
You wanted to know about lavender wands. Well, they're made from the tall stems and the tiny flowers at the top of those stems. That's how the lavender plant grows. It's otherwise a fairly ugly, shrubby looking thing. The lavender wands once a year when they're in full bloom, and I have to cut just enough in the evening that I can make up a dozen or so immediately, because you have to make them while the stems are still pliable. If they sit overnight, they'll be dry and they'll break. And the reason for that is the way they're made is you have the stem and the flowers at the top, and when you make it, you turn it upside down and fold the stems down over the flowers and weave the ribbon through it. So you have to do it while the stems are pliable. If they dry, it breaks and you can't weave them.
By late 1775, Patriot forces opposing the Crown had taken control of North Carolina and established its own government. Realizing the centuries of patriot, the Loyalists began to fire on it. And his men shouted their war cry, "King George and broadswords!" as they began their advance. As the Loyalists attacked, the wail of bagpipes broke the still night air. The Loyalists charged into the darkness, not realizing that Caswell's patriots, nearly 1,000 strong, were well prepared behind strong earthworks. As the Loyalists drew near, the patriots opened up with a devastating fire. A Loyalist living historian will now place a single British flag in honor of those Loyalists who died fighting for the rightful government of this colony.
Okay, enough war stuff. Back to fun things.
Well, in this era, you got to remember, we did not know anything about germ theory. That didn't start till 1870. So we're still under the Greek humeric theory, which means in the four humors in the body in balance with each other. The red humors, the black humors, the yellow humors, and the white humors. If your red humors are out of balance, that means you're hot and sweaty. You have too much blood in you. Got to bloodlet you. Yes, leeches. Got to keep your vanity straight. Hot and dry. You have too much fecal matter in you. That's where this comes in. Fill it with water and pump it in. And I would do it until I get no more fecal matter out of you.
Good flushing.
Yeah, very good flushing. After that comes the yellow humors. If your yellow humors are out of balance, it means you have too much bile in you. In order to get the bile out of you, I gotta make you vomit. Make you vomit, vomit, vomit. So, easiest way to do that is ipecac. Well, England blocked all the ports, making it hard to bring anything in from Africa or Europe. So I had to fall back on my native training on apple seeds. 5 to 6 apples is enough to make just about anybody vomit, 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 vomit from the arsenic that's in it. And then finally, the white humors. If they're out of balance, that means you're cold and dry. Too many clear liquids in you, which means I need to make you urinate, need to make you sweat, need to make you tear, and as a last resort, blister you, and then blister it across the chest, and then pop the blisters to get the pus out. There's the clear liquid.
How would they blister you?
Hot iron.
Here, feet. Was that the lid of the duck
That's the
oven?
lid, yeah.
Yeah, it is. That thing's
Lunch
hot.
is ready, I already hollered.
That was lovely.
The creek.
The creek. A very bad swamp.
This is Moore's Creek. They didn't have golf carts in the 1700s.
Thank you for that fact.
Not.